So what subjects should you put into your offer to get them accepted, even if you're not the highest price? My name is Hani Faraj with Remax Crest here in Vancouver, and I want to help you understand that you don't have to have the highest price to get your buyer offer accepted in today's market or any market if you do these three things. Number one is if you don't have a financing condition or if you submit a pre-approval letter. You should absolutely omit all the private stuff, but if you're making an offer and you actually give them proof that you're fully approved, you're ready to go, just the bank needs to do their appraisal, then that can help you. So instead of having a financing condition, you just have an appraisal condition that the property needs to appraise at a certain price or higher for the condition to be removed. So it's not up to you, it's up to somebody else. That's number one. Number two is there's something called a flexible completion clause. What that means, it gives the sellers freedom into basically how to pick their moving date, essentially. Okay, and the moving date is something to the effect of from a certain price to a certain price. So from a certain date, so let's just say today we're in May and you're making an offer. Well, the seller, especially if your agent is good, they find out that the seller hasn't found a home yet. Like, perfect, I have an idea. Why don't you do a flexible completion clause? You have 3 months to find a place. Just give me 30 days notice to actually if you're renting, you give tenant notice or whatever. You say, hey, you give your landlord notice to move. That's another option, which works perfectly. People love it because you're thinking about their needs, not your own. And especially if you're not the highest price, it helps a lot. A third option, in my humble opinion, that's worked in the past is you do something that's called a longer completion. So you give the sellers as much time as they need to find a home. I've done 3 months, I've done 6 months, I've done all kinds of different stuff to help people do. And the fourth option, and this is a little bit scary, but it has worked for me, especially if it's an active market like we're seeing now. We're starting to see more activity happening. So some sellers are like, oh, I'm spooked or whatever. You can actually encourage the seller, or you put it yourself, subject to the seller to find a home. So sometimes you have a subject to buy, which means, or subject to sell. Like some people will make an offer like subject to me selling my property, but no, you actually give them a reverse of that, which is subject to the seller finding a property, even though it's your offer. But you're saying, hey, look, you don't have to sell unless you find a property first, because I don't really care. I'm renting and I really want this home. Well, guess what? If that person still needs a place to sell, it works. I will add another bonus. If the property is empty, then you do a really quick completion. I've done as low as 10 days because guess what? If somebody owns a property, they have carrying costs, they have strata fees, they have bills, they have water, gas, whatever. Nobody wants to have their property empty. It's actually against insurance policies and stuff like that. You shouldn't have a property empty because there's more risk of things breaking down and you're not there to monitor. So that's a really cool way to get out of to get a good deal, appeal to the seller, things like that. Okay, so I hope that's very helpful. My name is Hani Faraj with Remax Crest, and I want to help you get a really good deal on your next property. If you're interested, feel free to contact me. I'd love to connect with you. Thank you and have a good day. Goodbye.